New Media in Science Education by Loretta Kopetsky. This presentation will review the topic of new media and the use of new media in science education. In this presentation, I will define new media, explain why it is important in education, discuss the benefits of using new media in science education, and provide some practical and usable resources for teachers to use to integrate new media into their science curriculum. What is new media? Conway defines new media as a range of applications that merge traditional media such as print, television, film, newspapers, and images with digital technology to create interactive and dynamic publications, tools, and uses. New media encompasses the rapidly evolving necessity of technology use in the world and in education. Conway outlines examples of new medias which include virtual worlds, collaborative workspaces such as Google Doc or Padlet, social media, or apps for smartphones, tablets, and e-readers. Before I cover new media in science education, I wanted to cover new media in education. Societal needs are driving the necessity for new media in order for students to be successful in the 21st century. Educators need to increase the interactions with new media for our students to be competitive and successful in the 21st century. New media is changing the way knowledge is created and distributed through collaboration and sharing, and it is our duty to expose our students to these experiences. New media supports student development of critical thinking skills. The use of new media guides the students to obtain a vast amount of information which enables the formation of knowledge. This process of information gathering is important to students' success because the students must engage in a process referred to as information literacy. Information literacy is the intellectual process of recognizing the need for information to solve a problem or issue, which allows the student to demonstrate an ability to think critically and problem solve. Communication skills are important for 21st century learners. According to Dimmick and Pitani, communication through electronic media has become the main link of our world. Providing students with the opportunity to experience new media in the classrooms will enhance their communication skills and set them up for success. The previous slide covered the rationale for why new media is important in education. Now I'm going to focus in on the importance of new media and science education. Shell noted that social media and science education are not two phrases that often intersect. While this may be true, it is time for this trend to change. New media in science education is now required by the Wisconsin State Science Standards. The standards outline the necessity for the students to utilize technology to apply science, information, and knowledge. Additionally, new media in science education has many benefits for the students. According to Molly and Nielsen, students who engage in new media during science instruction are more explicit in articulating their reasoning. New media helps students develop creativity and communication skills and improve science attitudes and engagement. All of these are benefits and skills that will be required of the students once they enter the workforce. Now for my favorite part of the presentation, stuff you can actually use. Before I go over the resources, I wanted to point out that when considering new media options, it is important to know that new media goes beyond just playing video games or using Facebook, Twitter, or Snapchat for personal connections. New media is creating new ways of producing knowledge in the classroom, new ways of sharing that knowledge, and news of communicating. Resources that are readily available for classroom use can be difficult to find at times. Luckily, I have shared a few resources that are ready to use. YouTube. YouTube's a great resource for teachers and can provide a lot of assistance in incorporating new media in the science curriculum. While most kids probably use them to watch funny cat videos or stunts or tricks, YouTube is great for incorporating really in any facet of education. Looking at science options, the Smithsonian provides a great resource for all the science subject areas. I have provided you with 3 links that I just thought were absolutely fabulous. They're ready to go, applications, experiments, worksheets, all of that would help you get started with the implementation of new media in science. Secondly, Pinterest. Pinterest is a large, vast resource that I personally can find overwhelming at times. Definitely there's been the Pinterest fail posts, all of those fun things. But that being said, it is a great media resource because it's the hub of so many ideas in one spot, which really, in essence, saves us as teachers time. So I have included in this presentation a link to the Smithsonian Pinterest page, which is fully loaded, ready to go materials, activities. I think it's great. I rely heavily on Smithsonian because I value their research. They are credible. They provide their resources, which these are resources that we want our students to gain information from and learn how to determine valid information from invalid information. The last resource I provided is something that our district we are very familiar with, is the Google. We use Google for everything: email, docs, sheets, slides, all of that. The thing I struggle with Google though is similar to Pinterest. It's so big and I don't have all the time in the world to sit down and try to figure things out. So I provided a website that I use frequently. This teacher, she has great ideas across the board. Specifically, I provided the Google Student Projects, and it provides ideas how to use Google in guiding students through projects. There's a few science examples in there, but really all the examples could be applied to most certainly science or any content area. Enjoy!